We're here with Dev Sahni from Queensberry Promotions after the Daniel Dubois Open workout. So what are your impressions after the workout?
I think he looks great. I could see a couple of abs start poking through there. You don't normally get them with Daniel Dubois. He's normally just pure brawn. He's taken himself away up in the Spanish mountains, training at altitude, getting incredible sparring up there with the likes of Moses Itauma. And I think he's fit and firing and ready. And you know what? I'm watching his interviews, he's behind us doing them, and he's smiling, he's relaxed. He's just not that kid anymore that used to get all clammed up in front of cameras. He looks ready on every level to go and do the job.
Yeah, and I think it's the first time he's an underdog in this fight.
Yeah, correct. First time in his career. Obviously, he had a loss to Joe Joyce, but he was a big favourite heading into that fight. You know, he was the guy coming through on the upward surge. It just turned out you can't beat Joe Joyce, but you can't knock him out. The guy's a wall, and Daniel Dubois found that out. But this is a different fight. This is Alexander Usyk. This is a guy who's a lot smaller than Daniel Dubois, certainly a lot smaller than Joe Joyce. He's a natural cruiserweight, and Daniel Dubois will hit him in a way that nobody else has ever hit him before in his career.
Yeah, but everybody talking about this fight says it's a popular opinion that Daniel Dubois will rely on his power. Is there anything more that Daniel Dubois can offer against Usyk?
Yeah, because, okay, so he's got the guns, right? He's got the power. The thing is, the difference is, he's not afraid to fire. So you've got other fighters, Anthony Joshua taking on Alexander, and really thinking about it. How am I going to do this? How am I going to nail this guy here, right? And he tried to outbox Alexander. How can you outbox a genius like that? He really made him second guess himself. Daniel Dubois is 25 years old. There's not that many battle scars. There's not demons of things that have happened in the past. He's still got that almost naivety that he can go in there and just knock this guy out. So it's his power and his fearlessness. And he's not afraid to pull the trigger. And that's going to be key here.
Mariusz Wach, who sparred both Anthony Joshua and Daniel Dubois, says that Daniel Dubois hits 10 times harder than Joshua.
Yeah, look, thankfully he hasn't hit me, so I don't know for sure. But yeah, he's hurt a lot of guys in sparring. I've seen a few videos of him hurting guys in sparring for this as well. I mean, he's a monstrous puncher. I think really he's probably the second biggest puncher in the division behind Deontay Wilder. They have similar sort of knockouts where you look at like the sort of highlight reel where people are just snoring on the canvas after they've been hit by this guy. That's the sort of power you're dealing with. Combine that with his fearlessness, and you've got a real chance against Alexander Usyk.
Okay, on the other hand, when you look at Usyk, we know he's a boxing genius, etc., etc. Do you see any flaws in his game?
Yeah, look, his flaws that Daniel Dubois will be looking at is that he's a lot smaller, right? He's 36 years old now, right? These are the things you've got to look at. So Daniel Dubois has got to look at him as a little old man who hopefully is just a little bit on the slide. And at 36, with his style, going up in weight, relying on his feet, moving around, maybe he will be on the slide. That's the sort of thing that plays into Daniel Dubois' hands. And look, the Derek Chisora fight showed that you can put him under pressure. I understand maybe he fought within himself in that fight, but you've got to look at things like that still, right? You don't want to... It showed that you can sit on his chest, you can get there, you can close that distance as long as you're fearless with it. And the flaws are, he's probably undersized for the weight.
So what's your final prediction for the fight? I'm sure you're a great believer.
Yeah. Look, I think Daniel Dubois will knock this man out, and we've got a new unified heavyweight champion.
Which round?
I couldn't tell you the round. I think he'll try and knock him out as quickly as possible, and I think within the first 4 rounds we'll know a lot about what happens with those belts.
You got another great event on October the 28th, Tyson Fury against Francis Ngannou. What can we expect here?
I mean, it's just, you don't know what to expect. You're asking me what to expect. I honestly don't know. I saw an interview with Tyson the other day saying that he will be trying to knock Francis Ngannou out as quickly as possible because it's like playing with a stick of dynamite, right? I know it's a different, you know, he's MMA, he's come from, he's still like an 18-stone man that could knock your block off, right? So if you're holding a stick of dynamite, you don't want to be holding it for too long, you just want to get rid of it. That's what he has to do there. And with Francis Ngannou, you know, he's in the World Book of Records for the hardest punch in the world. His dream was to become a boxing champion. When he first started, you know, fighting, it was boxing. So I don't know. I'd imagine Francis Ngannou's going to try and knock Tyson out as quickly as possible, and vice versa. And I can't wait.
I don't know if you know, but the bookmakers give bigger chances in Ngannou to knock out Tyson Fury than Dubois to knock out Usyk. Do you agree?
Has Ngannou got a bigger chance? I don't know. You stumped me with that. I don't know, but I mean, the Dubois one has value. I don't think Ngannou will knock out Tyson Fury because I think Tyson Fury is the best heavyweight in the world. But I think Daniel Dubois has got a great shot of knocking out Usyk.